welcome back. We're now on episode 10 of the walkthrough. So I was trying to manage the time at the last bit of our last episode. However, I didn't realize we literally ran out of time in the middle of the fight. So I just let the magma worm kill me, so we could just pick up where we left off and go through here. So what you want to do is it gets so loud in that fight, and when I'm recording, I feel like, damn, I really hope people can hear what I'm saying. So before we go in, let's discuss this. He does this. It's a ridiculous bullshit, but he does this charge attack, and the hitboxes are so just, they're not right, and they never have been. It's never been patched, but you can't really dodge that. And then the lava, every time you sit in lava, I think it takes like an 8 of your health every second. Bam, bam, bam. So that lava's going to kill you, and it's going to kill you quick. You just run away. And he likes to spam it. He'll do that charge 3 or 4 times in a row. That's one of the biggest things to watch out for. Another thing, the double hand. He puts both hands on his sword and slams it into the ground. If you didn't listen and get a bunch of health like I did, you're going to get one-shotted by that. So you want to look out for that. But I will say the best strategy is always, with stuff like this, I always suggest that we do charged heavies. Every 3 charged heavies you get on this gentleman, it is, we're still in heavy with that. That sucks. What about now? Okay, we're good. But yeah, so with charged heavies, you're going to get that stagger. But with him, he's not like a troll or something. It's going to take you at least 3 with him, not 2 like, you might be more accustomed to. I'm trying to think what I could put on my sword. I only have 1. I don't think we got any lost ashes of war yet to duplicate any of these. So I have blood loss, or I have frostbite, but I'm only going to be able to put on 1 weapon. It's okay. I'll just get rid of the sword for now and just use the halberd. It is a few levels behind, that's true, but we're only talking about 2 levels here, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with it. But yeah, your charged heavies, and this is, that's how you want to play this. But you gotta run around. Now, I already showed mage builds how to beat this. Rock sling, run in circles. Rock sling, rock sling, rock sling. Fate, same thing. Flame of frenzy, even though see, that's the hitbox we're talking about. We were completely behind him, yet we still took damage. It's ridiculous. It's not gonna save them, but it is ridiculous. That right there, that's going to one-shot you, most likely. Let's try the 2-handed heavy. Okay, just try to dodge through the big stuff. Get some charge attacks where you can. I don't know why he ain't staggered yet. That's a little weird. So keep in mind, guys, fire weapons are utterly useless. You're still going to get the damage from the physical, but he's immune to fire. I was using the Ash of War from Blasphemous Blade, and it did no damage to itself. Like, literally nothing at all. I don't mean no damage like in barely damage. I mean, it did damage him. It was pure fire on that ability, so, yeah, there's this bullshit. There he goes again. It's probably the most annoying bit of this entire fight. I literally died to that while I was getting a critical on him. He's knocked out on the ground. I stepped through the lava for a second, and then I ended up dying. Trying to just get a critical on him. Jump that lava. You see what it did to my health. That's what I'm talking about. Trouble here. Fucking hell, this lava, bro. I fucking hate it. Besides that, it's really not a hard fight. Come on. Thank you. Jumping attacks work pretty good too. Yeah, and there you go. So that's gonna get the Moonveil Katana, a couple thousand runes. The one says like 78 or 75, another Dragon's Heart. So for you, you know, Faith Arcane builds, there you guys go. You have something for that now. And we're ready to jump on over to Stormviel Castle. Let's jump on to Margaret the Fell Omen, Side of Grace. We did, you know, and if you're tuning in late, guys, the only reason we went to that cave was to progress Alexander's dialogue, because that picks up here in the Urnia, and, you know, we're getting close to that. Now, we almost have 2 levels. I am going to pop runes here. Just worth it. Oh, no, that's 7,000, though. Start trying to get this endurance knocked out. So I want to start getting the damage stats, because, like, for me, I can't even use Moonbill, which we just picked up. I wonder if I should just go ahead and reach stat requirement for that before I do anything else, so we can at least use it. Maybe 1 point short. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Then we get back into endurance. It is best to go ahead and obviously get your, you know, health's done. We want to get endurance done, and then while we're working on damage stats every now and then, just put a point into mine. But yeah, mine needs to go way, way, way up, and so does endurance. Without my talisman, I'm looking at 11 endurance. I need 25, but you know, it's 14 points. So I'm not a big katana guy. I did start playing with them a little bit in the DLC and really enjoyed them, but as you see, we do need 23 intelligence. I'm just short of that. Got the 18 dex. So this weapon here, guys, if you look, you're getting physical, you're getting magic, and you get blood loss buildup. Very powerful weapon. A lot of people want to swear it's the most powerful weapon in the game. I really wasn't like the biggest fan of it, but since I'm doing dex intelligence and I don't have, you know, the dex intelligence weapons I want quite yet, I'm going to use it. It is a beautiful, beautiful katana though. Look at that. It's really beautiful. So it has the unsheathed I swore, but this time magic will come out of that. And, you know, moveset. It just kind of feels weird using a katana with the shield to me, you know what I mean? But yeah, I will be using that as soon as I get 1 more level. So before we go ahead and we enter the Stormviel Castle, we want to just come over here, grab a few items. So one's going to be your Fur Falling Finger Remedy. Maybe we go this way. And the other item we'll be getting is Fire Grease. And that's all you can really get on the outside. You'll see other stuff over here, but we have to work through the castle to get down to that area. So for now, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I will say that health bar is looking sexy, isn't it? It's nice having that done and over with. One less stat we don't have to do, you know what I mean? To be honest, after Stormviel, we'll probably have 2 stats completely done. At least they'll be done for the next 40 hours, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be really, really nice. Come in here and talk to Gustok. Like I said, this guy's really hard not to want to kill.
It's tight. The gods still
He's involved in another quest. He wants you to use this side path, tells you not to use the main gate. And the main gate has a lot of ballistas trained on it. This is the way I always take. I roll through the ballistas and get a Side of Grace. It's just really nice to have for later. But as this being the walkthrough, we have newer players. We are just going to say very well. I guess we could have just took the main gate. So we got them to open it and then let everyone make their own choice of whether, because that path's still going to be open, and then have both open so everyone can kind of make their own choice, but it's okay. Now try not to kill Gustok because he's involved in the quest. But to be honest, if you know, because what happens is when he lets you, he tells you about this side path and you take it, when you die, he's going to take like 30% of your runes every single time you die, but when you kill him, after Godric or whatever, you find him, you'll get him back. But he's involved in the Felly's quests and in Kenneth Hite's quest, but I never figured out those quests, so I don't really give a shit. I'm going to try to do all the quests, but you cannot complete all the quests in one playthrough anyways, as this is more of a, you know, let's get ready for the DLC, let's get our weapons right, let's get our build right, let's get all the armor, all the weapons, all the endings, all the trophies. We don't have to do all these side quests. I don't really think you have to do any besides Ronnie's to get, you know, trophies. So we're going to do the best we can. I'll put it that way. But it's just hard figuring them all out, to be honest with you. And this is after me beating the game 15 times. I still have not found this ending to this side quest. A buddy of mine did it. He said nothing really comes from it. So Just to let you guys know, if he takes your runes and you're worried about killing him for the quest, I wouldn't be worried about it. I'd just kill him. But from there, so you've seen, if you look straight through, you can get to the side of Grace over there, but there's like a smithing 3 and some other items. We went up on the battlement over there and grabbed the items. We're not worried about that. Then we come here. So these are sword birds. I don't know what they're called. Get a summon of them. I'm really trying here to think what they're called. But, I mean, they have swords on their feet, so we're just going to call them sword birds for now. But they can be quite annoying. But if you could time, there's one attack where they just come down with both swords and just kind of kick at you. It's actually quite easy to parry. I'm not rocking a parry shield, but if I was, I'd show you guys. I might just put one on just to show you really quick. Because when you parry them, it doesn't open them up for a critical, but it does make them fall flat on their back on the ground where you can just kind of go up and kill them real easy. But you could also just guard counter, you could just dodge. So when you get close to this item, a second or maybe even 2 more birds are going to come right here, right now. There you go. Trying to get him to do the attack right there. It's just really hard to. Heal. Actually, that's not even the attack, it's the other one. Come on, do it. I'm trying to show you stuff. Right there. It's a little hard to time. But once you learn it, it's pretty easy, you know? Be real with you guys, when I got 3 of them flying around, I'm, trying to target a single attack to parry. It's easier said than done, you know what I mean? But yeah. So let's go ahead and just keep progressing. Now this can bring us back over to our side of Grace. And I did mention that having a, thrusting weapon will be nice. It's really weird too, if you notice when I'm holding this shield, I try to thrust, the shield drops. When you have spears and rapiers, you could actually hold your shield up and block while you're hitting people at the same time. It's actually an incredible strategy. But it doesn't seem to work with halberds, even though they're, they have thrusting on them. I don't really know what that's about, but let's see here. Sorry guys, just looking at my notes, trying to find which way we want to take. Alright. It's not which way we're going to take now, it's which way we're going to take once we start getting through this place. It's going to open up a few different directions, a few different things to do. So you can run up and kill him before he blows his horn, but honestly, kind of try to point these guys, you know what I mean? Kind of get them all at once. If you like their armor set, you could farm from them. I mean, we're going to kill so many of them that eventually you're probably going to get it anyway, you know what I mean? Go over in 2. We deal with a lot of guys throwing fire pots, and there is a lot of explosive barrels around here. So do keep that in mind. We're going to kill one guy over here and get a, I guess a fist weapon, you can call it. So this isn't like an elite version of them, but it is a bigger version of these guys. It's got a little more health, but really not that bad. So that's Hook Claw. It's got Blood Loss built up at 60, even though it's a faster weapon, and you can put one on each hand and just mess shit up. Range isn't there, but it does let you apply a lot of blood loss really fastly. You know what I mean? Just run up, let them throw their fire pots, let them explode all the barrels. Now you don't have to worry about it. If it does it again, and you roll through it. Don't leave any barrels for them to explode on you. Typically, after he does that once, he just sits there like an idiot and let you kill him. I don't know why he stops, but so there's sleep arrows there. Yeah, let's go ahead. There's no real reason to take this way, guys. As you see, there's a guy below, and there's 2 guys over there. But all you do is climb back in, and then you'll drop behind this guy over here. So if you want to, you can, but there's nothing over there. Grab your golden rune 2, grab this, trigger him, back up. There you go. roll through the boxes. You know you want to. No. Obviously didn't mean to do that. Okay. So now, when Gustock lets you in the side, you come in here. There's going to be a banished knight. You know, they can be pretty formidable, but Gustock's going to lock you in here. We'll let this play out. Just listen. Yeah, he thinks he's real funny. He's a prick. Come on. Thank you. So, obviously guard counters are going to make things much easier on you. But keep in mind, depending on which attack you guard counter, he can get some hits in it. He could hit really hard. So that's your Curved Sword Talisman, which is going to enhance guard counters, which work pretty good with the, you know, like the playstyle I'm using right now. Go ahead and heal up. It's not much health, but same time we'll be at a new side of grace here shortly. So now we have that key. We can progress to the castle this way through this door. First, let's go grab our daggers. Now we're gonna have to go back through here. We don't have to. There's a side path to get you weapons and stuff. So when you get up here, you want to go right, but going to the left is how you progress this castle and brings you to your next side of grace. But there's a really good strength weapon over here. I'm not gonna say, you know, the reach is phenomenal, but it's a really good strength weapon with a lot of poise breaking. You know, it's gonna really, yeah, make sure you roll through that. Really break enemies down to open them up for, you know, critical hits. So as you work your way back, run, jump up here to the left. Don't worry about that. It's an H relief. We're gonna get the side of grace, then drop down to get that, so we can fast travel and not have some dudes run around. You know. Take him out. Take him out. There's no items this way, so we're not missing nothing there. That's your brick hammer. I wonder if we can just rock back this way. I've never tried this. I wish I would have. Yeah, because we're not missing anything. It just takes you where you've already been. Yeah. God, it's like little things like that take a little bit of common sense and sometimes you just don't think of. There's going to be a guy about to jump out and he'll backstab you doing a lot of damage. If you didn't, you know, put points in health, he could kill you or close to if you're not full on health. Just make sure you trigger him and jump backwards. Grab your silver pickle foul foot. Now we have a few things to do here. So firstly, I guess we can go and turn our lantern. Ain't gonna hurt. So firstly, we're gonna stick to the bottom here. Grab that. You notice we're not gonna make that gap to jump down to the H relief, so it's just good to go ahead and get the side of grace anyways, I feel. Banished Knight, but just in case anyone might die to him, let's go ahead and run all the way up. Go in this room to the left, grab your side of grace. You don't have to worry about resting unless you're like out of heals completely. For the simple fact that all we're doing is killing the Banished Knight and grabbing H relief and we're just gonna fast travel, you know. And we will be taking a path. The very next thing we do, we're gonna take a path down here, get an incantation, and ride the elevator back up. As of right now, that shortcut is locked until you activate the bottom part of the elevator. Oh, we actually got to Good lord, bro. I hate how that stuns us like this. It's like it stun locks us. Oh yeah, please, by all means, just go forever. Dick. I got my I don't know if that's my favorite helmet in the game, but if it's not, it's really close. That is an outstanding helmet. Outstanding helmet, I mean. Really good looking. I know we don't have the stamina for it. When you rock like good looking set of armor, it just looks really nice, you know what I mean? But I'll be wearing it eventually. I'm taking, get my stamina up as high as I can. Without just wasting points, Because we'll be able to get talismans that are just meant for weight. That's what they do, enhance your weight limit. So we'll be able to wear better armors and stuff. So just wait for them to throw it, dodge. And they could actually drop when the swords are used too. So it's kind of low drop chance. It's just a short sword, but yeah, that should have hit you. Hey, come here. Sometimes I don't know why I have a shield on when it just doesn't seem to ever work. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Now, we'll be able to go straight back. We will have another sword bird. It's going to be a bunch of explosive barrels, and he's going to be dropping another one on us. Just be ready to dodge. They still caught me. A lot of times he gets kind of stuck over here. Alright, I'm going to go grab your smithing stone. Alright, so we get another weapon up to +6. This one's at +8. My other sword is at +10. I probably won't even go back to the other sword. That's what I was saying, guys. Our first weapon, we just wanted to get pretty much up there. I could have just kept it at +6 to be safe, though. But you just, something to buy you some time until you find something you're going to like better. And that's going to happen quite a bit until mid-game. Around mid-game, everybody's going to get, like, the strongest weapons in the game. So by the time we get to Altus, we're going to be like gods, killing everything in a couple hits, one hit, most likely. And then even the boss fights, like, every time we hit them with a light attack, it's going to take, like, 20% of their health, for a while until we start getting higher level areas and it evens back out. But the way I do this, the way you do it in general, just kind of playing it linear, how we're doing, clear one region and move on. Eventually, you're just going to get to, like, be really high level. You're going to be overpowered for certain regions. And you're not trying to do it on purpose or anything. It just kind of happens that way. Because you want to clear the underground and stuff before you move on up. Now run over here, grab your smith and 2. If you're quick, you can come on over here and hide. Wait for the Crucible Knight. I guess I should put on a parachute. I know I put no skill in that already. That's really the only parachute I have as long as we've been going through. I mean, we've been playing for 10 hours, I haven't found one parachute. So it's a Crucible Knight. You can get behind it, but you cannot backstab it. It has something to do with their armor or something like that. So as always, guys, parry, parry, parry. Dodge. Get him where you can, you know what I mean? He's pretty... He's just, I don't know, he doesn't even have a third of the health as the one in the Everjail. So it's pretty easy to kill. If you are having trouble with them, keep in mind you can run past them. The only people that really need to kill him are Faithful, as he does drop an incantation. Then every time you kill these guys, you get an incantation. A few drop like smithing or somber 6 smithing stones. But for the most part, you're going to get incantations from these guys, right? So, you keep that in mind. It is worth it. Plus, to me, it's a fun fight. I actually do enjoy fighting them. And unless you want your inventory so cluttered, you really got to search for everything like crazy. You might want to start, this is a reminder to myself as well, to start using our chest. Like, because with this shield, I have 3 of them. I don't need 3, Especially once you get through the base game and you get on into the DLC, this is our shortcut. You're going to have just so many items when you're wanting to switch to something you like, go over your choices. You're just going to have so much stuff. So it's not the worst idea to just get rid of things that doesn't go with your build, or if you're thinking you might respec, just keep like the high-powered weapons and shields. If you got 10 shields that all have pretty much the same stats and all parry shields, you know, you don't need that. Keep one or two of them, right? You know, just makes things easier. Like for me, right here, right now. Wait, where's the shields? Did I pass them? No. Like, I know I'm not going to use that. I know, well, actually, I'm going to take that out because it does have no skill on it. I might want to, you know, pull that back out, but I don't need 3 of these. I never use that, although it is good. That's a drop I'm not going to use. That's a drop I'm not going to use. That's a nice one, doesn't have parry. I'm not going to use that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need all this shit out, guys. Actually, no, this one's got parry, so I can go put this one up too. Keep one torch. Got duplicates here in my armor. And, you know, you can also sell stuff you're not going to use, guys. But yeah, I'd definitely get rid of duplicates. There's just no need for them. Summons, I guess we can keep them all. Crafting, I'd keep all that. Bolstering items, I'd keep all that. All this stuff, key items, I'd keep all that. Just in case I do switch to faith. Keep over Ashes Warp like this. I mean, I don't need, I'm never going to use those daggers. If I'm going to get any dagger I want to keep, I'm just going to, you know, keep them here for some options. But, like, I know I'm not going to use that or that. You know what I mean? Not going to use a claymore. Not going to use that. 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 We'll keep some curved swords just in case I do try to go for that build. Bloodhound's Fang I use for certain bosses as a strategy, so I'll keep that. You know, this is just how you want to look at it, guys. Might want to try 2 katanas, but I won't use that. Won't use that. Who knows, I might play around with that later on. Just be a good poise-breaking weapon to keep. That moveset's pretty dope. Lance. Yeah, that's right, I said it. No whips, no claw weapons. That one's awesome. So of course I'm gonna keep it out. I don't know. If I go arcade, I might want to keep that. If I go straight faith, I'm gonna keep that. So we'll see. I don't know what build I'm doing yet. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. We'll just see how it goes. As long as I'm having fun. You guys got to remember, I'm redoing this walkthrough because of like pretty much technical difficulties at the end, technical issues. I have to redo this whole thing. I just spent 62 hours, so I don't know what build I'm doing yet. All I know is if I'm going to do a walkthrough, I need to enjoy myself. You know, it's a lot of hours. That's why instead of saying, hey, we're all going to do the same build together, I was like, you know what, we're going to set this up in a way where I cover every build and everyone can kind of do what they want to do. Because I know that I might want to do something different after just spending all these hours doing walkthroughs. And I want you guys to have that same freedom, okay? But let's just stay close to the ledge, jump on back. So we took the outside path. Now we're going to take the roof path. Oh, and you know what? It actually comes to my attention, guys, that we never drop down to get our H reliefs. So let's make sure we do that. And in general, Stormviel Castle is going to take us 2 episodes. It's a big place. It has a lot of routes. That was the whole reason we wanted to get that side of grace and wait for this item. Be careful. It's really easy to do that. Jesus. Yeah, it's really easy to die there. Goostock's gonna steal my damn runes. So we had 5845. Let's see what we have when I go back for it. Now, some people said it doesn't happen to them. I think when you get locked in that room, if you die once, that's what triggers him to steal your runes. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, no, I didn't die in that room. So I guess just talking to him, because he just took 1,000 runes from us. He took 1,800 runes from us, actually. So that's what I said. He's a hard guy not to fucking kill. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I don't really appreciate that shit, bro, to be honest with you. And if it happens again, or it's like 2,000 here, or if we get to like 25,000, he takes 7,000. Yeah, he's gonna die, like for sure. He's our, as far as I'm concerned, he's already earned his death. For my 1,800. Alright, so we're going up, do this again. But yeah, we did get our H release, so we got that. Alright. Then we were jump across, yeah, he's just still alive. I ain't worried about him. Let him sit there for the rest of his life. Okay, so we're going to run outside. There's going to be a lot of guys. Most of them are going to be asleep, but there is one guy with a horn. So we're going to kind of just like sneak around and take him out. We should have one guy over here usually too. Alright, now crouch. Run, run, run. Stay real close. Hug the side of this so he doesn't see you. Because if he hits that horn, like 10 guys are coming for it. He's already going for it. So it just didn't work out. So now that we did that, we can just kill them all while they're asleep. Makes it much easier. Okay. So now from here, and it looks like there's nowhere to go up here, but there actually is. So just follow this wall around. Now you could go that way and drop down and then work your way around these ledges and get some smithing twos down there off that body. But with how we do this, we'll still be able to get them. But jump over here, then we're going to drop down into this tower, get a stone sword key. But before you drop out on this roof, look down. This is another sword bird, but this one can also blow fire out of his beak. As you see, his beak looks different. Just try to lock on, drop down, try to, just take him out. Those guys could actually be much more formidable than you would realize, I swear. Like, because their movements are so erratic, it's hard to target them. And, they're blowing fire, they're hitting you with their sword feet, and then they're flying away before you could hit them, and it's just a whole thing. So anytime you can kill them from range or an easy way, I would suggest taking it. So we want to go up here, but before we do so, I told you guys there's some runes. Be very, very careful here. It's easy to overshoot this, very easy. Take your time, run, jump here. And we just follow this around to the left. And we go over here, grab our smithing twos, and get you 2 more. Alright, so we had 16. At least one weapon. I don't think we found any more 3s yet, though. No. So that's 3, that's 6, 11 more of those would put me at 9. And 4s, we only need 4 4s, so. Yeah, after the Arnier, we'll probably be able to get another weapon to plus 12, and after Kaylee, we'll be at like plus 16, so it's gonna work out nice. Because if you notice, we've already picked up 6s too, so 1, 2, 3, 4, we already got 1 6, we got 2 7s, and 1 8. 6, 7, and 8s are gonna be a long time before you like start getting them as basic drops. But when we do all the underground regions and all the optional content and stuff like that, you'll get a couple here, a couple there. And you'll be able to fully upgrade weapons much sooner. So even if you're doing a second playthrough. Oh yeah, guys, y'all see what we did? We jumped up on the column, got up here. Even if you're doing a second playthrough, like, I don't want to do Ronnie's Quest. I don't want to go to the underground. There's so many upgrades in the underground. Some of the best items in the entirety of the game are underground. I would never do a playthrough without hitting the underground. There's just no way. It's far from my favorite area, First time you go there, you think it's just awesome. It's really cool. But there's just so much good stuff there, Much as I love the halberd, it does have trouble tracking at times, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go and climb up here. We'll be able to get a talisman that is going to enhance jumping attacks. So anytime you jump and do an attack, you're going to get more damage. I don't know the exact percentage, but I do know it's a decent amount. That's the claw talisman. And just to show this real quick, if I were to put on, because this is actually very worth talking about. It really, really, really is. 2 curved swords. So, if I just have Moonville and I'm using that talisman, we just got a claw talisman. If I just jump up, that one attack is going to get increased damage because it's a jumping attack, right? But if I did 2 curved swords and I jump, that's 4 hits. 2 on each sword, up, down, right? So all 4 of those hits are going to have increased damage. So if you're doing like dual wielding swords, I wouldn't rock another talisman other than that one for damage because that's just phenomenal. And then you got blood loss on top of it or something crazy. Yeah, you just destroy everything, guys. You really would. What did we take? Where's our thing at? The halberd. Alright, so now we're going to go back down. If you're expecting to see me do an intelligence build and start using spells all the time and stuff, I'm not trying to let anyone down. I like intelligence builds for the melee weapons. I'll try to get into some spells, but we're not going to get the good ones until like the end of the area. I'll try to, so we can display some of them. It's just not really my thing, you know what I mean? I mean, carrying Slicer, Duelist Moonblade, stuff like that's really cool. Alright, just drop here, get that. Now you could have just, instead of going the way we want, you could have went around the backside, then got on this little ledge up here and walked around, and you could drop down into the courtyard, and there's a stone sword key door and a little lower section over there that leads you to a prayer book for faith builds. It does have some good incantations and also a good shield for faith builds, and we're going to get to that, but we're just not doing it now. We're already up here, so you might as well just go ahead and do everything at the top part. It just makes the most sense. Like in there's a great shield, but like I said, we're not doing that yet. I'm going to section it out so we do everything in this first half of the castle. There's multiple buildings, we're going to do everything in here. Ending at the courtyard. The next episode we'll do the courtyard and the whole back half, boss fights, optional areas, and all that stuff. Looking at the time, we're 36 minutes. Yeah. And you're like, oh, 36 minutes, still plenty of time. You'd be surprised. The castle itself, doing the main areas, isn't that long, but all the side content does, you know, it just adds some time. Alright, the next part's a little tricky, just to let you guys know. I know it takes shields, I didn't have much health, but still, we're going to have not 1, but 2 banished knights. One's going to be in this little corner. Don't want to deal with both these guys at the same time, so put them down as fast as you can. That way, when you go to fight this one, it won't be as bad. Because, you know, fighting both, man, it's I can't tell you how many times I've died doing it. Even after I got really good at the game. Just, they start hitting their Ashes of War, they lock you in place, and just do big damage on you. So from here, I never noticed I was missing before, but I don't see anything. Get into the, no. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't have nothing on my notes for that. So this is going to take us to the front of the castle, which is nice because it's going to let us get a side of grace here at this bridge. We need to take this bridge to activate our first great rune after we beat the main boss here. So going ahead to clear this out, get our sites of grace and all the items now does make the most sense, as we won't have to worry about it later. And we can just, you know, progress the back half of the castle and just forget about it. It's going to be really nice. So there's the other side of the stone sword key door that gets you the faith stuff like I was talking about. And now we're about to get behind the ballista, guys. So when you get here, guys, you don't want to roll off the front. I'm going to tell you why. Because this one's up top and you wouldn't be able to get back up here, you know what I mean? So it's better to just take the left path there. Now that's 4 or 5 less ballistas that's going to try to kill us. And there's still many more, but these guys won't be able to fire at us. Alright, so his attacks always come in 3s. So if you want a guard counter, wait to the 3rd one, or you're just going to get hit while you're trying to guard counter, you know? Yeah, you gotta really pay attention to that kind of stuff. since we're already here, we're going to here. Okay. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. We need to go behind us to get a side of grace, but if I could tend the herd for when we come out, that's the worst idea. Like I said, we still have to go back. And we're going to have some guys to deal with, you know what I mean? But it's not going to be nearly as many as, you know, it just was. So now we can go down to the gate, get the items that were there. So if you take the gate path at the beginning, you can come and grab these. But you're going to have 5 ballistas shooting at you. Not only can they hit you, but after they land, they also do a delayed explosion. So where you try and grab this loot, one's gonna hit you, you're gonna fall off here, you get hit, and then it explodes, it hits you again. But you gotta remember, there's 5 ballistas, all shooting 3 arrows apiece. So every 2 seconds, it's 15 explosive ballistas being fired at you. So, you know, good players, me, I actually know the pattern, you know, I've memorized the pattern and how to dodge them perfectly. But that takes a lot of time to learn that kind of stuff, guys. Go and grab your side of grace. I would not rest, or all the ballistas are going to be back. All the other guys we killed are going to be back. If you have to, that's one thing. But if you're like me and you've already taken out most of the guys, even if you only have 1 heal, you'll be okay. Just touch the grace. So if you die, you're going to respawn. You have to do it anyways, but at least try not to deal with it, you know? And there's another side of grace over here we'll be able to get. And if we get this one, all we got to do is worry about everything from these barricades back that way instead of everything here and everything here. And you'll see, you're about to get to it. I am going to finish killing these guys though. So if you see him do that wind attack, that always comes out twice. Ooh, Crescent Moon Axe. Phenomenal strength weapon. It's actually really badass. Really unique moveset. Alright, so now we have the Sword Feet Lion. This guy, he can be quite hard if you don't know how to fight him. Just learn how to dodge. Try to get some charge attacks. But that one he seems to always get away from. And if he tries to do that spin, pretty much always kind of circle around to the right and he won't hit you. Right here. So I just kind of circled around him. Let's say you owe me a stagger, asshole. No! Don't screw me out of stagger. Heal. Circle around him. Somber 1, Beast Blood, and the Old Fang. Now, we can go on up this way, grab a side of grace, and grab a talisman that's going to give you increased damage negation to lightning attacks. Pretty situational on that one, like, just to be completely honest with you guys. Now, if you feel like you want to rest, you can. The lion won't respawn, but all those other guys are. Yeah, we're going to have to rest, though. We don't have a choice. Because I'm thinking we're still going to have to deal with more ballistas. We have to work our way up top and up a different portion to get the arbalist, and there's guys up there. So it's a Bolt Drake Talisman, like I said, increased resistances to lightning. And here's the bridge. So with that bridge, you go across to activate your Great Room. There's no need for us to do it because we have not taken out Godric or gotten our very first Great Room as of now. Shouldn't be too far from a level. I know it's like, it's a little bit. Damn, that is a little bit. I don't really care about runes too much. I'm gonna use all these. Fuck it. Reason being is not only will I be able to get my my level, so I could use Moonveil, but I'll also be able to have a few left to get some upgrades in it. So I'm gonna jump on over onto a hold. upgrade Moonville and start using that for now. I know a lot of people swear it's like the strongest weapon in the game and they just really love it to death. For me, it's probably just gonna be something to buy me some time until I get something else I like. You know what I mean? I mean, it is a phenomenal weapon, stat-wise, damage-wise. I mean, magic damage, blood loss build-up, physical damage, quick attacks, strong ash of war that's a stance, so you can do two things with it. I mean, you can't say nothing bad about it. Just, I'm not the biggest katana guy. 8 1s, 6 2s. Only have 2 3s. We'll get more. A couple more runes. I guess I'll just go +4 for now. The 5s are pretty rare, you know, so. Alright, from there, let's jump back over to our tower. Limgrave Tower Bridge. I'm going to turn around and take all these guys out. Now I can show you the Ash of War. I'll meet the stats. So, yeah. That's what it's going to do, guys. It's going to throw magic projectiles forward with L2 R1, which can do some pretty good damage. The more intelligence you have, the more damage that's going to do. And then L2 with R2, which is like forward slash. I haven't used this weapon in like a year. I only used it like once for a few hours, or no, for like a good 10 hours until I found something I liked better. I really wanted to like it. I didn't find the damage as good as everyone said it would be, but you know, I really did want to like it. Just not into katanas. There's so many choices here. Like if I was playing Sekiro or something like that, of course, that's all you get, you know. But this game, there's so many options that maybe that's why. As you see, the damage is already very good, and that's just barely meeting stat requirements. Master of War, yeah. This is what I said, you know, try not to rest, because now I have to deal with all these assholes again. I guess it's not bad, but you know what I mean. It's a little annoying. Shit. .331. Yeah, it doesn't have any more damage than any other weapon we had. Alright, so from here, oop, damn, I don't have, so here's from my staff. I don't really care to do so. I mean, I should have grabbed some spells like at least Glipstone Pebble or Comet Shard or something like that. Let's see if we just use a consumable here. Does that give you 5? Yeah. Alright, so when you climb up the left side, this part, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of sucks, guys. It really does. So this guy's gonna be throwing fire pots at you. But we have a ballista here and a ballista over there, so you just kind of wait for him to fire at you. Run, 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 run. Fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's really annoying. This part just fucking sucks. And you don't even get much for it at all. Arbalest, I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to use it. But it's a walkthrough. Oh, no, you're not a health. But yeah, and when you run off, you're going to see like this rock and you're going to want to jump from there. And you're going to jump short. What you want to do is wait to after the rock jump from the actual ledge. Make sure you reach it. I mean, get down here. Kill him. Grab your Arbalest. For all that bullshit it gave you. Hey, it was not very nice. I don't know if we can get up this way. No, so I think we have to get on the roof. No, we can't. Can we jump over? No, too much short. It's okay. I'm just going to take this guy out. You could run straight up this path and just kind of like roll through and dodge and stuff like that, you know. However, it's really annoying to do. I'm just gonna go for it. Now, not much is gonna come from this. I do believe we pick up crafting ingredients and that's it. You know what I mean? I mean, Trinas literally are rare. We just smack this thing for giving us all that shit. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, just because it gave us a hard time. Now we can drop. We have absolutely no ballistas to worry about as we have taken out every single one. This Axor does not tank the attacks too well. Yeah, we'll be working on that mana as soon as our endurance is done. And if you notice, that can maneuver side to side. Just run, grab, run. Don't worry about the guys. Don't even worry about the stuff. That's the next episode. You know what I mean? But we are going to run very back of this place. Just run past everything. Guess we can go and grab this item to the right of the stairs now, so don't forget it later. But, bitch. Most importantly, we want to get up these steps and go to the left. That way we have a side of grace to start from next time. Next episode. It's just going to make things easier. Because it's going to allow us to tackle all this stuff from the backside instead of facing it head on. It's just going to be much easier to do. Looking at our time, we're at 51 minutes. So I don't have long to pull this off. Let's go and rest. But I do believe we could do it. I usually always have the time, but we started this episode off finishing up the magma worm. So that did cost us. But yeah, don't worry about anything here. We're not doing this yet. But trust and believe we will have all this cleared out next episode. And while we're here, let's go run in this door. Buddy, learn your place. Take this guy out. Follow the edge, get some arrows, drop down. If you guys remember, there was also that elevator that wouldn't operate at the rampart side of Grace. So run past the grafted scion. All the way back here, trigger the elevator. Now you sent that up, we can use that side of Grace. Let's go ahead and take this asshole out. That blood bomb. There it is. Alright. Dancing boluses. We got him taken out. Before we go that way, I told you guys if we didn't do the step with Roderica, that scarf or that hood wouldn't be here. So it's a red hood that's going to give you increased health. But if you didn't set her up as a summons upgrade merchant yet, this item would not be here, and that's why it was so important that we did that when we did, But now she's able to do the upgrades for us on her summons. That item becomes here, and that's why she's not wearing it anymore. So my first playthrough, I thought she got killed when I seen her hood. I was like, oh shit. But really, I don't know how it got here, but I just know after that step, it becomes here. Now, let's go grab our axe. Highland axe. Decent one-handed axe. I used it for a little bit. Take these guys out. Oh shit, forgot something big. So straight across the room where we got the red hood from, the crimson hood, we're going to go over here. First we're going to go to the right to grab a somber stone. I want to say it's a somber 2. Yeah, somber 3s and 4s. You're not going to really start finding those till Liurnia and Kaled. If you don't use a stone sword key anywhere else here, make sure you use one here. We get probably my favorite dagger in the game. Right here, the Mazekord. And then we get a wet knife. It's going to let us add a couple new affinities to a weapon, either keen, quality, or heavy. So if you add the affinity of keen to a weapon, you'll get dex scaling. If you add quality affinity to a weapon, you'll get quality scaling, and if you add heavy, you will get strength scaling. So now we have standard, keen, quality, heavy, and we'll get more as we go on. In the area, we'll be able to add magic and frostbite, and then in Caleb, we'll be able to add fire and flame art. Underground, we'll be able to add occult, poison, blood loss, arcane scaling, stuff like that. So you got to collect all these wet knives, and that's why you want to do all your optional areas. That's what I'm always talking about, making sure you guys are doing these things, because you're going to miss out, I don't want you to. But I will say, if you follow along with the walkthrough, you're not going to miss shit. I've spent 2,000 hours in this game, so you didn't have to. No, I just love it. Phenomenal game. Now we can get in here. If you're a mage build, you don't have to go even in fight here. You'll be able to get on a ledge outside of that window over there. I'll show you in a second. So if you have trouble with him, we'll be able to get through that window, and you can kind of just pop him with spells, so don't worry about it. We come in here and grab the Mimic Veil, which is a utility item. It uses a little bit of FP and will turn you into any object in the room, so you can hide from people. If you go into a new room and you haven't quite figured it out, it's like filled with enemies and you don't know how you want to face it yet, use Mimic Veil. You can turn it to like a chair or a statue and give you a second to think how you want to move forward before you get killed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go here, take him out. Now this brings you back around that initial side path we took out the rampart, which led down to the Crucible Knight and also that elevator. Well, after you kill the birds, if you would have took the stairs to the right, it would bring you up over here. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. I think I might be like 1 or 2 minutes short for this episode. Let's go and take these guys out. If you notice, this also has distance to it, this Ashen Boar. Alright, so from there, take your ladder. And we're just going to run around the side here. Drop down for some kookaries. And drop down the window, talk to Rogier. This is who you would have summoned to help you with Margit.
The pleasure's mine.
You just tell him you're here to fight Godric the Grafted. He's tarnished too.
You can see. Well, I'm told.
Then he'll show you some Ashes of War.
Would you care to
just
learn?
really quick, because I'm almost out of time. The Ashes of War are decent. Shoots glintstone pebble out of your sword if you want, or carrying a great sword. It extends your sword out with a huge magic slash that comes down, and it keeps growing and growing. Does a really big magic hit and spinning weapon. Just like in that picture, it spins your weapon in front of you. So if you put blood loss on the weapon and did that, bop, 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 it'd proc it really fast. But these also allow you to change your affinity to magic, since they're magic Ashes of War. All excellent choices. Spinning weapon is obviously the best one there, not even close. But yeah, so it just gives melee builds some, magic options. But I really think that's more of like melee mage, because why would a melee build want magic scaling? You know what I mean? You're not going to get much scaling. Alright. There's literally the quickest little route we have to get to go get some turtlenecks, stone sword key, and a golden pickle foulfoot. And I really, really, really think we could do it, but it's going to be close. So forgive me. I know I usually always take my time and move slow, but I just don't have the time right now. I have like 70 seconds. So this is back in the room where we got the Mimic Veil. Just bring it around so no one gets lost. We fought the Knight, and that's where the dog pit was. So we're right on top. Wherever that pit was, you went in that main room with the grafted scion. You went around, climbed up the stairs. That's gonna get you there. Just run over here. It's gonna be golden pickle foulfoot and the guy to kill. Take him out, and we're just going to follow this all the way around. This is the window you could just pop spells at the Knight instead of fighting him if you're having trouble. Now we're going to go hit this ladder. God, this is going to be so close. I mean, we're literally about there. There's nothing on this roof either side. Already checked. Get here, roll off, attack, take him down, go through here, make a left. This is your stone sword key. One guy here. And a chest with some turtlenecks. Now, from there, we did it. Lift side shaver, side of grace, and we'll be picking up here from next episode. So we're going to have 2 different side paths, and then just finishing up the main path, and we will be wrapped up on Stormville. So as always, please subscribe for more Elden Ring. I greatly appreciate y'all's support, and we'll see you back here shortly.